Jacksonville State cross-country team, the men and the women, getting ready for the start of their 2012 season. They'll get it going this weekend. They'll open up with their Strut season opener down at Oxford Lake. Head coach Steve Ray visits with us. All right, let's inexperience, I guess, would be the word to use for both the men and the women. You've got 2 seniors on the ladies' side and just 1 senior on the men's team. So I guess it's going to be a little while before everything comes together for you, won't it?
Well, inexperience maybe too in a big picture, but you know, everybody returned from last year with the exception of Nick Tyrop, who transferred to Howard. They did some summer running and stuff. They look to be in better shape than they were this time last year. So you know, it's sophomores and a senior. It's essentially what our team is at this point. On the men's side, women's side, we've got 2 seniors and a couple juniors and 2 or 3 freshmen. So you know, I think we'll be okay.
You're a little different. Volleyball and soccer and football came in. They've been practicing or going at it almost a month before they started playing. Your folks just came in last week, and you go this weekend now.
Yeah, they reported last Friday, and then, you know, you can't do anything the first day. You do the NCAA paperwork, and you know, those with all their physicals and stuff can start the next day, which Saturday to Saturday may not seem like a long enough time. But the thing about running, they've been doing it all summer. We don't have to run a lot of plays out there. We just get on the line and run. So it's
give them some shoes and let them go, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, and the kids, you know, honestly, when we come in real early, like if we came in the earliest we're allowed to, it's actually sort of boring around here. Because what do? You get up, you run, you go away, you come back, you run again, you go away, come back and run a third time if you need to get your hours in. But, you know, there's some of it's necessary, the team bonding stuff and all that. You know, we had to cook out the house on Sunday afternoon with the track team and the cross-country team. So, I mean, and we start classes on Tuesday, so it works out.
What about your field for this weekend's event? I know normally you have anywhere from 10 to 12 teams. Is that about the same this time?
No, you know, it's not this year. It's crazy, and that's what happens in cross-country and track. Schools jump around and they move their meet dates, and it's never the same. Well, University of Alabama is hosting a meet this weekend. Montevallo is hosting their first ever home cross-country meet. So those 2 in-state teams have taken away some of our people, which again, coming in as late as we did, I'm okay with that. We've got 5 schools coming, and you know, we'll be very competitive with those 5. The meet that we're looking to us, and it's not considered a pre-OVC, but that October 5th meet, I think we've got a couple conference schools. We may have 12 to 14 teams on that weekend. And then, of course, end of the year, we're hosting the conference. So,
talk about that in a second.
Yep.
You're picked 7th, both the ladies and the men in preseason polls. Did you have an idea? Do you think that's where you would be? Do you think you're going to finish higher than that?
When we do a teleconference, all the coaches and Jennifer from the OVC office, and then we talk about the teams and everything. And with the addition of Belmont, very strong cross-country team. In my heart, I call it like it is. They're better than we are. SIUE on par with us, very much, if not slightly ahead. But then again, you know, we lose Giselle Slotboom. We lose Nick Tyrop. Are we any better than we were last year when we finished 4th and 6th? No. I mean, not on paper, right. But we stepped up to get those places last year. And realistically, 7th, it's about right. 6th maybe, but no higher than 6th.
Now, what all will go into hosting the Ohio Valley Conference meet? It'll be down at Oxford Lake, and that'll be November the 10th, I think, right? Is that the date?
No, actually, it's the end of October.
The 27th.
Yeah, October 27th. November 10th is the NCAA Regional, and that's at Florida State this year. There's actually a lot of administrative preparation that goes into hosting the OVC. More, honestly, cross-country, more so than it needs to be, because it's cross-country. But, you know, they have their protocol. We have to do that. Greg Bonds is actually the meet director, which that's great. I've never had that at a home track meet before or cross country. You know, I'm always doing everything, but that frees me to run around the course and you know, cheer the kids on or encourage them or whatever. But there's a lot of prep that does go into it, and we have to have, by the NCAA rule book, you have to have certain referee, umpire, starter, PA guy, all this stuff that, you know, in a typical JSU invite, we can do that with 2 or 3 guys and be done. But I think the staff is actually like 12 people have to be there.
And that's October 27th, which is the day of the homecoming game, so folks could go to the OVC cross-country meet early Saturday morning, then come back for football that afternoon.
Yeah, we've got it scheduled where I believe 9:30 for the women and the men at 10:15. The awards are 11. We should all get back here, hopefully, obviously before the start of the football game, but, if you want to see the parade, you might have to watch the men run the last event and get going. But that's Oxford has been really, really good to us. I mean, not only myself, but Jana in softball. Greg Bagley and his crew down there do a great job, and they've actually put quite a bit of money into that course this summer, and just recently added a second bridge. It was, I'd asked for that, and said, man, there it is. So it's great, and it's going to be a nice course. Oxford High School's in charge of, I guess, or had to pay for some dirt to go in some different holes and smooth it out, and they've got a roller from the county coming in there. So it's going to be, this weekend setup will not even resemble what the conference is going to be. The conference is going to be a lot nicer.
All right, thank you, sir. Good luck in 2012.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Steve Ray, Jacksonville State men's and women's cross-country coach, and of course handles women's track here as well at Jacksonville State. Again, Saturday morning they'll start the season, men and women hosting the Struts season opener down at Oxford Lake. Get started about 9 o'clock on 9 a.m. Saturday morning.